I'm back and I'm freezing this morning. Oh my gosh, it's cold in here. Let's see, what are we doing? What are we doing? It is week 5 officially. I know I posted last week, like I'm redoing week 5 because last week was really a rest week. I also decided instead of trying to keep track of 35, 45, 55 days, I'm just gonna week 5 through 8 is gonna be 28-day cycle, so I'm just gonna count it through 28 days. So we're on day 3, and Monday was pretty good. I had a hard time still doing a little bit of my exercises. I was still a little tired. But I did my strength workout and I hit 10,000 steps. And then yesterday I did most of my incline walk. I started struggling in the end, so I turned it down to a regular walk. And then I hit 15,000 steps. Actually, I hit 16,000 steps, so feeling good about that. Let's see. Today is leg day, so I am going to try and hit 105 pounds on the squat press today, and then see where I'm at with the rest of them. I did change how I was doing my shoulder press this week. I started doing it with dumbbells, and I really felt my shoulders engage better. I also felt like my shoulders were sore the next day, whereas lately it's been like, because on this machine here, like you press, is like pressing in front of you, not above you, so it's not quite the same engagement of those muscles, so I do feel like that is working better. Today I only have to get 10,000 steps, which yesterday I walked on the treadmill 3 times to get to 16,000 steps, but 10,000 will be a breeze today. That'll be like nothing. So let's get to this. I just ate one of these like fiber protein balls. They have oats, chia seeds, hemp hearts, flax meal, pumpkin seeds, dates, coconut, cocoa powder, peanut butter, honey, and a little olive oil. And I think salt. I made them a while ago. They're delicious though. High fiber and like probably like 6 grams of protein, but that's like as much as an egg, so pretty good. This looks kind of weird, but it's gonna taste delicious. So it's a piece of high grain toast, so 5 grams of protein, 2 grams of fiber, some peanut butter, so that's about 7 grams of protein and 2 grams of fiber, some Greek yogurt mixed with some of my seed mixture, so that's like 10 to 15 grams of protein and like 2 to 5 grams of fiber. And then I sauteed a banana with a little bit of butter, some olive oil, salt, cinnamon, and then I caramelized some honey in it, and that's like another 3 grams of fiber. So doing fantastic here. Let's see if I can eat this all. I just put my plate in the sink. I finished it all. I'm really proud of that. Lunch is broccoli, mushrooms, chicken, and leftover sweet potatoes. I put a balsamic glaze that I made out of balsamic vinegar and some brown sugar over the veggies and the chicken. I finished my plate. I am hungry before dinner time, so I'm gonna have one of these fig bars. Tonight is a very hearty dish of real Alfredo with real whipping cream, real Parmesan. I put onions, garlic, broccoli, and peas and chicken in there. So I will hit my protein and fiber goals. This is what's left. I ate over half of it. Those caramelized bananas reminded me of Bananas Foster's, so I caramelized some bananas in olive oil, butter, and brown sugar with some cinnamon and vanilla. I put it over some vanilla ice cream, so more fiber. I added creatine to my electrolytes, and then I drank a bunch of that, and then I added iron to that. And now I'm almost done with that. I just said that a lot. That. I have horns this morning. My girls are out of control. Happy week 5, day 4. It's just the next day. Today I'm going on a very short hike. I don't have a lot of time, so it'll just be like a quick 3 miles. And then I got speed intervals this morning, so I'm going to try for a minute on, minute off for 5 at least, and then I'm hoping to get 2 minutes off, 1 minute on to 10. But yeah, I am still just, my chest kind of feels tight, and I don't know, my body feels heavy, and just like, I do not feel where I was 2 weeks ago. I feel, ooh, that thought was, I thought I feel less than, but I am more than enough always. I guess currently I feel less than, but I'm gonna remind myself on this run that I am more than enough and that I can do anything for 1 minute, right? So here it goes. Let's see how many I survive. 1.67 miles in 30 minutes. My hair is just getting funnier and funnier. That was great. I did 10 speed intervals. So I did 5, 1 minute on, 1 minute off, and then I did 5, 1 minute on, 2 minute off. And so that was 10 intervals in 25 minutes. And that's beating my best, which was 10 intervals in 27 minutes. So even though I feel like crap and I'm not doing the greatest, I beat it. And also my pants are falling off. That's great. That's freaking incredible. So, feeling great about this morning. The hike I'm doing is easy after the first like half mile. The first half mile is pretty much straight up. It's like, it's pretty much like 600 feet of elevation gain in like 0.5 miles or less. And so I'll get some cardio in this morning doing that as well. We'll see how my calves do with at least last week off. And then, yeah, I am ready for today. Get ready to go hiking. I ate a little bit of this in the car, and now I'm gonna eat some more. It's banana bread with walnuts. It's made out of oat flour, chia seeds, hemp seeds, hemp hearts, chia seeds. I don't know anymore. Stop asking. I don't know. I keep forgetting. I've said this so many times. I don't know. Look at one of my old videos. Got an after hiking snack. I took about 2/3 a cup of Greek yogurt, which is about 18 grams of 18 grams of protein. And then I took half a tablespoon of chocolate pudding and 1 tablespoon of PB Fit powder and made this dip. And then I'm gonna have it with these apples. This is what's left. Nothing. So, because it was only a 2 mile walk or 2 mile hike, I did not get enough steps in. Even though I did sprinting this morning and I did that 2 mile hike, I was only at 10,000 steps and I need to get 15,000 steps today. So we are going on a walk. I kept my hiking clothes on and I'm just gonna wear them because they're warmer. So let's go on this walk. 1.63 miles in 31 minutes. My watch just gave me a badge, my Garmin, and it said earn 150 intensity minutes in 1 day. I did that today. I'm feeling really proud of that because that's the minimum requirement for the week, and I did that in 1 day. So, feeling really good. I hit my 15,000 steps. I'm actually over 15,000 steps at this point. And I still have the rest of the day to go. So, I will probably be sitting at 16 or 17,000 steps, probably closer to 17 or 18 at this point, because I'm at almost 16,000. So, feeling really good. My lungs are like, I was coughing for a while, like, I could tell I, like, really used them, so feeling really good about the work I put in on my lungs today because I could breathe really easy. And I was going, I have a hill that I walk on for my walking path, and I didn't have to breathe heavy. I just breathed through my nose the whole time. So things are moving forward. Lunch is the same thing as yesterday. Leftover sweet potatoes, half a chicken breast, some broccoli, and there's some mushrooms in there too. And then I made a balsamic glaze with balsamic vinegar and brown sugar and put it over the top. I finished my plate. Tonight's dinner is leftover. This is an unusually carb-heavy meal, but I just don't care. I'm so hungry. I added creatine and iron to my electrolytes, and it's almost gone. Woot woot, I am tired. I'm also at 18,184 steps, so 3,000 past my goal. Good day. For dessert, I'm gonna have one of these Cocoa Rice Krispies that I made. It's got a little almond bark on it and some graham crackers crumbled on it. I'm gonna have more. These are so good. It is day 5. It is not a vlogging day, but I just wanted to come on here and say after running, hiking, and walking yesterday, I am sore and a bit tired. I'm gonna go in and try and do my workout. If I find I'm too fatigued, I'm gonna just come rest, but I think I can do it. I'm not that tired. So I am feeling better than I was at the beginning of the week, which is great. And I am feeling accomplished after yesterday. Yesterday was a big day. It was a lot. It was a day off, and it was also just productive. So, feeling good about that. So, I'm going to go do this workout. Just a quick update. I did do my full workout, and I also did my stretching. And while I was stretching, I thought I hurt myself, which thankfully my leg is feeling better, but there was a moment where the tendon all tweaked on the back of my leg, on my right leg, and I was just laying there just breathe, this pain will pass, it'll be okay. But at first my immediately thought was, did I just injure myself? And thankfully I didn't. And I am gonna walk today. It's supposed to rain, and honestly, we just got a new treadmill, so I think I might just go on the treadmill because it's fun and new and all that stuff. And so I'll probably just do that, but that's all I'm going to update you on today. Is I was sore and tired. I did my workout, and now I have lots of energy, so let's get this day done. Alright, so it is day 7 of week 5. It is my rest day. It is Sunday, and I had just a great week, y'all. So I know my last update was I thought I injured myself, which, to be honest, by the end of the day, I really did think I had injured myself because I couldn't bend my knee completely without pain, and so I was a little worried. And the next day I got up and it felt better, but it also still was twinging. And so this is gonna sound crazy, okay, but I have a really good relationship with my body and I can talk to it. And so I asked my knee, can you run? And said no. And I said, can you jog? And it was like, yeah. And I said, can you go on a hike? And it said, I want to go on a hike. And so I went in to I went in to do my jog. I asked it, can you go outside or do you need to go on the treadmill? My knee said treadmill. So I went in on the treadmill and I ran, and I ran for the longest time I've ever run straight. So Trust your body. Trust your body. It knows what it's doing. I thought I injured myself, and instead my body was like, no, I need to run. So I trust my body. And then I went on a 4-mile hike. So, yeah. Quick update from this week. Monday, I upped almost all my weights in upper body, and I changed how I was doing shoulder press from the machine to dumbbells, and I really felt it engage in my shoulders. Tuesday, I really had a hard time on the incline, and I actually couldn't go as far, and I really struggled that day, but I did get in my 15K steps. I felt good too, actually, after all that. And then Wednesday, I upped my squats and my hamstring weights, and next week, I think I'm going to up the abductor and adductors, which I've been sitting at 40 for a while, so it'll be nice to hit 45. Friday, no, Thursday, there we go. Thursday, I did 10 intervals, and I did them in 25 minutes. The last time I did 10 intervals was in 27 minutes, so I did it 2 minutes faster this time. So, feeling fantastic about that, like, just progress. Friday, I did, what does that say? Oh, a farmer's carry for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, 20 pounds in each hand, so 40 pounds all together. Really fantastic. That was pretty much my only good thing from that. I mean, not good thing, but like, it was all good. It was just the only like major progress in that one. And then Saturday, with that long run with my like knee twinging and everything, I did 23 minutes straight on the treadmill. That's the most I've ever done. It is easier for me to run on the treadmill than it is to run outside, so I don't know what that equates to outside, but at some point I'll find out. It was also at a faster speed, and I compared it to my average moving speed last time that I did my longest time, which was 15 minutes, so I actually did 8 minutes more than my longest time last time. I think that was 3 weeks ago, and it might have been 2 weeks ago. But my longest, or my speed on that longest time was slower during the 15 minutes and faster during the 23 minutes. So not only was I running longer, but I was also running faster, which is woot. And then it was like my lungs were not the problem that time. It was again, my calves were struggling, which they made it really a long time this time, so I'm really proud of them. But my lungs have always been my problem area, and for once it's not my lungs. So, and I forgot to mention, on Thursday I went on a 2-mile hike, and then on Saturday my husband and I went on a 4-mile hike. So I got like 6 miles of hiking in this week as well. And so all my running equated to almost 4 miles of running this week, which is incredible to me. Like, that's incredible. So I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling so good, in fact, that I signed up for a 5K. My intuition really felt called to this one. It's in a city near me. They have a marathon, and they have a half marathon, they have a 10K, and they have a 5K. I'm gonna do the 5K, my little baby race. I'm happy with it. And maybe one day I'll come back and do the marathon, or I'll come and do the marathon, I should say. But I feel like I put it in my calendar, and I have 7 weeks, 6 days, which is 8 weeks of training, basically. So I have 8 weeks of training, which there will be like, I have 3 weeks left, and then there will be a deload week. So basically, all together, I'll have 7 weeks of training, and that's fine. That's fine. But I think I get to running outside for close to 3 miles. I think I can do it. So I'm going to practice a lot, and I'm going to keep up my training because clearly it's working. Clearly it's working. I started looking in my Garmin and all their training plans, and oh my god, they want me to do more than I'm capable of, and I'm doing what I'm capable of, and I'm progressing in it. So I'm going to stop trying to look outside of myself for knowledge. No, girl, I'm going to cry. This is what happens when something important happens or some information feels strong to me. I just cry a little, and I am. The thing is I need to stop looking outside of myself for the information about what's best for my body. My body knows what's best for my body. My watch didn't know that my leg was twinging yesterday. And my brain was going, I have an injury, I need to stop. But my knee was telling me, I can do it. I can do it. I just need to run a little. Just a little jog. No major running, not like an interval training. I just need a little jog. And that's what I did. I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling good about everything. I had the best day yesterday of being able to run 23 minutes straight, going for a 2-mile run basically, and then going on a 4-mile hike. I got to almost 20,000 steps yesterday. I was at 8.9 miles of walking yesterday. I'm trying to get to 10 miles so that I can go on a 10-mile hike. I am feeling so good. I'm feeling so good. So, I'm gonna stop celebrating, and I'm gonna show you on paper what I did this week. So I traded out bottles halfway through the week. So these ones are all 24 ounces and these ones are all 32 ounces. Except for electrolytes on strength training days, I would split half a bottle between 2 strength training days and keep half in the fridge, and I'd finish half on one day. And then on cardio days, I definitely had a whole bottle. So it was 32 ounces of electrolytes on cardio days and 16 ounces on strength training days. And so you can see I got a lot of water in this week. I got all my workouts in, and I got all my 15K steps in this week, which is great because I was a little worried about it with my energy at the beginning of the week. But again, by the end of the week, I was feeling fantastic. Oh man, I was feeling great. I missed a day for fiber. I was really close. I think I was at 20 grams, so I'm not feeling too bad about it. And especially because yesterday I got so much more. And so yeah, feeling good about that. And I did change this in my in my printable guide. So I changed it to 100 grams per day and 24 grams per day because that's really what I'm looking for here. If I need to make it up throughout the day, that's fine. And then I did go on my hike. I actually went on 2 of them, but 2 intentional hikes this week. They were both for enjoyment. I mean, they both would have worked for pace, and one of them would have worked for elevation, and it's not so much distance, but it would have worked. I got all my workouts in, including an incline walk, interval session, and a endurance session. I did change that also in my guide. And then I did all my yoga this week. I plan on doing it today too. My hips really need a good stretch out. They are sore. I'm not gonna lie, I have been going back to just doing self-guided somatic meditations. It was almost like I needed that refresher at the beginning of this, where I was doing some foundational work where I was going back to hearing the things I needed to hear, and now I can say them to myself again. So it's like, I will say, like, yesterday in that 23 minutes of running straight, I was pretty much doing somatic meditation the whole time and like affirmations the whole time. Like, by the end of it, it was just like telling myself, I won't give up on you. And that's that, like, and all while doing somatic meditation. So, like, reverting back to that, I will say. Which I guess that's what my body needs, because I'm doing that. So, all right, I'm just going to go with it. My body has really gone great over the last week. It started out really tired, and then it just, like, ended feeling good. Like, again, it seems like my body is just going through this phase of, like, I can do, like, 3 to 4 weeks of working out really well, and then I need a deload week. So, I'm gonna see if that pattern continues, and I'm just gonna pay attention to how my body feels. Exercise helped my energy this week, like getting steps in, walking on the treadmill, running, all the things. Like, it really helped my energy this week. I did make adjustments, but mostly they were positive adjustments, like moving forward. Even with my knee, like, I thought I was gonna have to, like, walk or something, but I ended up jogging the whole time, so I'm feeling good about that. I slept great all week. All this exercise is really helping me sleep better and better. Although I have great sleep hygiene. I don't use my phone in bed. I don't, like, before bed. I don't really use it when I wake up a whole lot either. I pretty much get right out of bed. I go to bed at the same time every night. I wake up at the same time every day. Like, I have really good sleep consistency. I definitely showed up at least 80% of the time, just about 100% of the time. I adjusted my workouts when I needed, and I avoided all or nothing thinking. Overall, I just keep seeing how being consistent and doing the same thing every week. I was looking back. This is the 7th week of me pretty much. I think one of the weeks, 2 of those weeks were deload weeks where I didn't run, I just walked. But what is that, 7 weeks? So 5 weeks of running basically, but also like hiking and incline walking, all the things, like doing the same workouts every single week. I see more definition in my arms. I see my stomach shrinking every week. My pants are, like, I had to buy new sized leggings because my leggings were falling off again. My workout pants are falling off, like, and they were a little small. They were small to begin with, and now they're starting to fall off. Like, I see what consistency can do for me. Like, I'm really proud of, like, the work I do, and it's crazy because, like, I don't repeat workouts in a week, but I repeat the same workouts every week. So Monday I do upper body and walking. Tuesday I do incline walking and walking. Wednesday I do lower body and walking. Thursday I do intervals and walking. Friday I do core and walking, and Saturday I do a endurance run and walking, and then Sunday I rest. And it's the same thing every week, but it's not really repeated throughout the week. The main things that I repeat throughout the weeks are like negative I say that every time, negative pull-ups and bicep curls on my left arm, because my right arm is really showing incredible definition, and my left arm just needs a little help. So she gets worked out twice a week, and my right arm gets worked out once a week. And yeah, so there's not a lot of repetition going on in the week, but there's a ton of repetition going on each week. So, like, consistency, not only that, but, like, I have been consistent with my somatic meditation and being kind to myself since 2019, and again more steadily, like, and increasing the, I would say, value in 2023 by doing the somatic meditation literally every day, all day. But there's consistency in that because for 3 years straight now, I've just been meditating regularly and taking care of my mind as before my body. I took care of my mind before I took care of my body, because there was no way I was going to be able to do all this stuff when I was shaming myself and telling myself how horrible I was. And when I hated myself, when I was at my point where I hated myself at the most, there was no energy for this. There was no energy, there was no love for life. It was all hatred, all darkness, all the time, and that meant no energy. And like, I wish, the only thing I wish that people would watch my videos for is understanding how much compassion can change your life, because truly, I would not be this consistent without it. And so, like, that's the only part of my videos that I wish would be seen more, is because I've been in the place where I hated myself and I shamed myself and I called myself lazy and I called myself, oh, you guys, and I called myself lazy and I called myself just negative things all the time, and I was a bad person. I was never good enough. And now I am, because I tell myself I am. Not because anyone else tells me I am, because I regularly tell myself I am enough. And not only that, I am at a point where I am saying I am more than enough. I am not just enough. I am more. And that feels good. That feels great. I love myself and I love my life, and life is easy and life is not miserable because I'm not shaming myself for everything I do. And also, I remind myself a lot of the time, so shame is not my fault, because the shame comes from everything and everyone around us. I can say firsthand that my parenting of my first child was completely shame-based. That's all I knew, and that was all I was capable of, and that's all she got, unfortunately. No, that's not true. She got a lot of love too, but there's a lot of shame as well. And in our parenting, there's shame. In our schools, there's shame. In our workplaces, there's shame. In our government, there's shame. It's a shame-based society, and I'm not shame-based anymore, and that makes things harder, but it also makes things a lot easier. So I'm going to stop preaching about compassion and end the video here, because even though this is a fitness video, that's really what the basis of everything I do is compassion. So if you watch my videos at all and get anything out of that, I appreciate that, because yeah. Yep. Okay. I will see you in the next one. And remember to not only be kind to yourself, but also to remind yourself that you are enough, because you are enough just as you are, even if you're not working out, even if you're eating junk food, even if you're eating McDonald's, even if you're eating whatever you're eating, you are good enough no matter what you do. I promise you. And if you remind yourself that, it'll get a little easier.